show. Listen, local show. We're CalAmity minus Cusato because she's busy being 50 somewhere.
Happy 50th.
I don't believe it. So anyway, we have a great show for you this week. Lots of cool stuff. Jules takes you to the stars. Nisha gives you some beauty tips. Marcia takes you out for dinner and a movie. And right now, we're going to turn it over to one of our awesome local music community members, John Caruso. Take it away, John.
Hi, my name is John Caruso. I'm from San Marcos. I've lived in San Diego for about 2.5 years now. Singer-songwriter, been songwriting for 17 years, been playing music for 29 years. And a new record coming out in October. I have a single coming out in August. It's called Ballroom, and I'm promoting that today. And the new album is called Green Lights. That'll be out on October 2nd. And it's my second solo album. I'm very excited about it. Just looking forward to just being the best songwriter possible. More sophistication on this one, more articulation, and just having fun making music. The song you're listening to in this video that's Ballroom. That's the new single coming out in August. And that'll be on the new record, Green Lights. And as I was explaining before, it's really just an illustration of just like a really good dance with someone, relating to anything, life, relationships, love, and just having like a good dance with someone and celebrating that and how cool it can be. So it's a song about that. Yeah, thanks for checking out the show this week. Go check out my new record for sure. Green Lights comes out October 2nd, iTunes, Spotify. And check me out around San Diego. Like I said, I'm on the road a lot right now, but I will be back. So all my shows are on Bandsintown. All my shows are on social media. So check it out, and thanks for watching.
Take it up high, keep aiming at the sky while you pay me all your focus. I know it's alright when you're dancing on me tonight. 'Cause all these ballroom moves, they make us both unite. Till our minds are gone, yeah.
CalAmity here at VIP School of Music. We are here to record a song. Maria has been so gracious as to let us come in and take over this beautiful studio here in El Cajon. Alex is at the helm, and he's going to be engineering today. And we're going to record a new CalAmity song. Woo! Maria, this place is beautiful. Super cool. Congratulations.
Thanks.
This is super legit. Too sweet. a too sweet studio. So this is your sort of office, and
Yeah, this is where we do most of our lessons.
Okay, awesome. Oh wow, yeah. Another big room in here. Your decor is lovely. So how long have you been here?
I received this space, started renting it in 2015, January of 2015.
Okay.
And then I got next door in 2017, January.
Wow.
And worked on it, painted it, and built the vocal booth.
That's so awesome.
All that stuff. And so yeah, now we're trying to let people know, yes, we teach lessons, all ages, but we also do recording and a lot of like music producing and rehearsal space and
Awesome.
that sort of thing.
All your money in your wallet. Alex, how long have you been working here at VIP Studios?
Almost a year, I think, or
Yeah?
more than a year. I don't know.
Well, you're great. How long have you been doing what you're doing?
Well, since I was like 10.
Yeah.
Professionally, maybe 3 years.
All right, cool. What would you tell prospective clients who might want to record here?
Do it. I don't know.
How do they find you guys?
VIP School of Music or VIPstudios.com.
All right. Thank you.
Thank you.
Hey, what do you think about this place?
I think it's cool. I mean, look at it. There's instruments on the wall. There's a banjo. Look at that violin over there. I mean, it's crazy.
It's beautiful. Well, thanks for coming out and jamming on the CalAmity action.
Thank you. I
Love
feel
you,
so
Jules.
tranquil.
I know.
I liked that they made me use the click track again. And all the studios they do it, and the whole thing is I really hate it, but all of a sudden I was told to do this with my head, and I was like, and I know why all those rockers do this now, and I did it. So anyway, when you hear the recording, you'll realize how great I am at the click track now. Thank you, VIP Studios. I couldn't have done it without you.
Click track is nothing. Got nothing on you, right?
Well, I wouldn't say that. Let's not get crazy.
So how did you like VIP School of
I
Music?
love it. I love it. It's got a great vibe. You can color on your breaks.
You colored that?
They have, I colored the whole thing. I colored some bits.
Alright.
Some bits, especially the green bits. And there's beautiful stuff hanging up on the walls. We got Frank Zappa on the toilet in the bathroom. You gotta love that.
So VIP to me is very inspirational amounts of patience because not good with the click track, even though I'm rhythm, and thanks for being patient.
Come on, you did awesome.
Okay, thanks, I love you.
You
'Cause you have
absolutely
to say
did.
that. And someday when I'm a big girl, I'll be able to play this.
Oh, you're gonna look good behind that, baby.
In the forest, like you are right now.
Forest.
She's outstanding in her field. Thank you so much, Mitch.
Thank you.
Do you intern? Are you interning? What were you doing?
I am interning.
Wow.
I'm learning how to do all the engineering
Oh
stuff.
my God, that's awesome. And do you intern here a lot?
This is my first time.
Did you like it?
I loved it.
We were your
It was
first?
Fantastic. You were my first.
Are you coming back?
I'm coming back.
All right, right. Alex seems like a great teacher.
Well, thank you.
Yes, he is.
All right, well, thank you.
Thank you very much.
Good
It was
night.
a pleasure.
Take it easy, man.
Thank you very much, and I thought I'd dedicate a song to Maria. Maria, I just met a girl named Maria. Thank you, Maria.
All right, so we're Cherry Road. Hello, everybody. I think we're gonna start this one off in honor of you, Catherine. The first song we played on a stage in San Diego was this song, and so we brought it back for you here.
Love it.
It's called Independent Groove. Yeah.
Hi, I'm Neil. I play bass in Cherry Road.
Hi, I'm Tyler. I play guitar and sing in Cherry Road.
My name's John. I play guitar and sing in Cherry Road.
We are a San Diego groove rock band. We're based down in North Park, and we play all around San Diego. We've got a new EP coming out called Ambitions, and the single off that EP is Dangerous, which you can get right now.
So generally our sound is kind of like more of a hip-hop chassis combined with rock. We all kind of come from different backgrounds. Tyler has a bit more blues, John more jazz, Izzy, our drummer, is very rock-based, and I try to get in the middle of all of that. So it's just a mishmash of our favorite genres, and call it groove rock.
So Dangerous is our single off our new record, Ambitions, and the song is about, falling really quickly in love or whatever, and being kind of nervous about that, and usually taking things slow and kind of pulling the reins in, but you just gotta succumb to it anyway. So that's Dangerous, and it is.
It's not love, it's like an animal. Ain't nothing gonna be left here when it goes off in good touch. I don't trust, it may be dangerous. Don't leave me out there if we get lost. She said, don't worry.
July 20th, we're going to be here in Encinitas at First Street Bar. We go on at 6 o'clock, and it's going to be a great time. It's always super fun there.
You can find more about us on our website, cherryroadband.com. That's our central hub. You can get to all our other pages, our Instagram page, our Facebook page, our YouTube channel. So definitely check out all of that. Dangerous is on there for free right now. You can go listen to that, and soon Ambitions will be on there as well. So take a listen if you like it. Come out to a show. We're going to have a lot more this summer, and you can come join us for the fun.
How about just thank you for supporting San Diego music. Hope to get you guys out there. We got some new t-shirts and new hats, that kind of stuff. Yeah. Some new stuff.
Sell it, baby.
I feel very similarly, but at least I didn't do.
I just feel like finding a new bassist would probably be the best thing to do.
Did you really want more lines?
It's fine, you have options. You have two options. There's green, you have red. It's just the real deal from 1918
to do better.
Hey pals, Cathryn here. Excited to tell you about what's happening here at the Heritage Ranch during July. First of all, our Families Make History program is back every Saturday and Sunday from 12 p.m. to 4 p.m. under the direction of artist, musician, teacher, and all-around inspirational human being Cece Artemisia. She'll be helping us make our own hats this month, so bring the whole crew and get creative while you sing along to some banjo songs on Saturdays, or enjoy our Songwriter Sundays acoustic showcases featuring local musicians sharing their art with you while you create your art with your family. Take a tour of our museum. Our docents are incredible. A day at the museum is free to members, or just $6 for adults, $4 for kids 5 and up, and our Songwriter Sundays is just a $5 donation, which helps keep the lights on here at the Listen Local show. July 8th is our annual pet adoption event, and we've teamed up again this year with Rancho Coastal Humane Society, who will bring all the adorable adoptables to the ranch for your consideration. Bring your pet family for a fun day of animal activities, including an agility course, a reading from Danny Dog, pet-related vendors, food, and contests. Do you look like your dog? Register for our Doggleganger contest, or maybe your dog will take home the coveted Best Dressed Award. Don't miss this fun day at the ranch from 10 to 2, no charge to attend. July 15th is the game, and you're invited. Write a song to the title Nobody Special or What If, and then show up and play it with others doing the same. It's a great exercise for professional songwriters and great for first-timers alike. Grilled cheese and beverages available, or bring a picnic and spend the day with us. Performers get there at 12 p.m. and get your name in the hat. $5 donation supports the Songwriter Showcase. Hey, have your event here at the Heritage Ranch. You'll be helping to fund the museum and our efforts to preserve and share the history of our area, and you'll impress your guests with our unique setting and easy, ample parking. Lots of potential for your wedding, birthday party, or special occasion. Contact me at heritageranchhands@gmail.com for information.
Hey, movie lovers and Listen Local fans, this is Marcia with another episode of Movie and a Dinner at my favorite theater, AMC 20 Mission Valley. Today I'm going to go in and see what else? Ocean's 8. It's the Chirk version of the Ocean's movies. And hey people, I will be doing my review from the restaurant I'm going to, Thai Time, on Broadway Circle, downtown Gaslamp, San Diego. Ciao for now. I have arrived. All right, let's see what's going on in here. So I'm seated outside. The view is lovely. It's not too loud. It's actually quite pleasant. And maybe I should just launch into my review while I'm waiting for my food. So my movie for this month was Ocean's 8. It's an all-women cast featuring Cate Blanchett and Sandra Bullock. I'm a huge Cate Blanchett fan. I'm not a fan of Sandra Bullock, I have to be honest. So Sandra Bullock plays Danny Ocean's sister, Debbie Ocean. And she's really good. And like I said, I'm not a Sandra Bullock fan, but I thought she was wonderful. So if you like the other Ocean's films, let me tell you what you're gonna like about Ocean's 8. Debbie Ocean sources her crime counterparts carefully, just like Danny Ocean did in the other Ocean's films. The music during the heists is so good. It's just like it is in the Ocean's 11, Ocean's 10. It's really good. So you'll love the music and the handoffs and the way that they pull the heist. It's exactly the same. Rihanna, who goes by the name Nineball, is quite convincing as being this hacker chick, and she's really good. My only complaint about the movie, honestly, was that they cast this girl as her little sister, who was also some sort of brainiac computer girl, and it just didn't play for me. So I haven't decided whether or not Cate Blanchett sold her soul to the devil or if she's just living the cleanest life ever, but she just gets more beautiful and more powerful in every role. And if you're a Cate Blanchett fan, you are going to absolutely love her in this movie. All right, I'm gonna get my food now. Bye. I really like how they keep everything separate. So you've got your peanuts over here, you've got your bean sprouts and your green onions over here, and you can just blend them in as you want. And I happen to order chicken. Chicken. So I said medium hot, and it's not hot enough, so I'm going in. Ladies and gentlemen, oh yeah. That's what I'm talking about. Yummy. Wow. Just wow. It's really good. It's tangy. I'm not sure what they do to make it so tangy. It's not as peanutty as most of the pad thai I'm used to having, but that's kind of a really nice thing. I like it. So probably one of my only complaints about sitting outside at Thai Time was that you don't get the same service that you get inside. I don't think they meant anything by it. They're just really busy with the people inside. I'm not showing you my face all the way because I have pad thai in my teeth.
I love the ukulele, you should love it too. Look at this. I love the ukulele, ukulele good to you. Oh, love the uke. Oh, love the uke could love you. Where did you get this instrument? It is amazing. What's a Kimo?
My name's Hank, and I am Kimo. Kimo's, my first name is James, and in Hawaiian it is Kimo. I started off my first ukulele. I put a K on the top of it and said, oh, it's a Kimo ukulele. And when I made my second one, I said, well, what am I going to do? How can I do this? And my daughter said, well, no, you have to keep the name. You have to keep the name. And so 14 years later, okay, it's still Kimo Ukulele. And that's where we are right now.
What was the impetus? What got you involved and started?
I like building things. And I have built everything. Everything that I have used, I've built. And I play a little bit of guitar, and I always wanted to build a guitar. And one time my wife and I were in Maui, and we bought an ukulele at Mele Ukulele for my mother-in-law. And my wife says, well, why don't we buy you one as well, too? And I said, well, no, I can build one. And I did. Wow. Yeah. And excuse me, I still have it. It's up here, covered with dust.
The very first one.
This is the very first ukulele. It didn't turn out all that well. It sounded great, and it was a fun project. Didn't know anything about it. I think I bought a book and said, okay, this is how you do it. I just continued building, and it supports your habit. You kind of buy stuff. You say, well, this costs a lot of money to buy wood and glue and spend all this time. So I started selling my instruments for cost or less or whatever I could get for them at the time, and just to support my habit. And that's the way it started. 3 years ago, I retired from my real job, and I took up Lutheria full time. I had built probably 150 instruments by that time, or more. I don't know. And since that time, 3 years, I've probably built another 150 instruments. I'm turning out about 40 to 50 customers a year, which is a lot.
Yeah, for a one-man show.
Yeah, it's a lot for a one-man show. My prices have increased a little bit, but so is the cost of building. It's gone up substantially.
And the wood you use, I mean, it's just incredible.
Yeah. I use a lot of koa, and koa seems to be a traditional wood, and a lot of the ukulele buyers want koa. So I have a fairly extensive selection of koa right now. I've been very fortunate to find about 4 different suppliers. Some of my wood, actually about 50% of my wood is salvaged koa. It isn't freshly cut.
Okay.
And usually it comes from old projects or old stumps that have been passed over, and every once in a while someone gets a contract in the Big Island to salvage. And so consequently, I can get some really intriguing looking woods. Sometimes they're a little difficult to work with though, because they have been aged and they've lost some of their elasticity.
Sure.
So, but they make beautiful instruments. Beautiful instruments.
The sound hole, the little monitor, I call it.
Yeah, it's the side port.
That's right.
Okay, whatever you want to call this thing, over here on the side, this is a small instrument. And because of its size, it's difficult, and because of its size, and also the fact that the strings are nylon low tension, they don't generate a lot of energy, and it's difficult to get sound out of this instrument. So you try the best you can with your bracing, and I have added the side sound port, which is not new. Not new at all. I stole it off somebody else who stole it off somebody else. And basically everything that I have done in this instrument has been plagiarized from some other...
Inspired by.
Inspired by. If you want, inspired by. That's a nice term. So, yeah, when you play it yourself, you hear the instrument right away.
It's wonderful.
I mean, and I've done it forever. And surprisingly enough, not every custom builder does this, but more and more custom builders have adopted the fact that, there's a reason for that. It sounds good. Some people don't like the way it looks. I have a customer in Florida that ordered his first ukulele. No side port, I have a hearing problem, I can't do this, that sort of thing as well too. And he ordered his second instrument. He says, I have to have the side port. I really made a mistake. I said, yes, you did.
Yeah.
But I couldn't talk you out of it. I couldn't.
Right.
And now they all go that way. It's a little problematic with certain types of amplification because the sound is moving around in the instrument, coming in out of different locations. So it can give you feedback. But presently, the amplification that I'm using is undersaddled, doesn't seem to have that problem. and so I don't worry about it. But 99% of the time, people are playing this acoustic anyway, and not with the pickup.
And tell me about the pickup and the amplification system that you use.
Well, I pronounce it MySi. Some people pronounce it Misi. And it's very clever. It's made out of a combination of parts and techniques. But the most fun thing about this is the fact that all amplification needs some type of power source, battery or otherwise. And this particular one is powered with a rechargeable capacitor. And it's good for maybe, I don't know, 1,500 to 2,000 charges, which ought to get you down the road a ways.
Yeah.
And all it requires is that you plug it into a socket, or actually a 9-volt battery, for about a minute.
Right.
And it charges you for anywhere from 9 to 16 hours.
Mm-hmm.
I kind of think my instrument is a second-tier instrument. People who have played, they have an entry instrument or maybe a couple of entry instruments, and they want something that's custom or semi-custom. They want solid woods. They want something that's unique in appearance. And what I specialize in, that's what I specialize in. So I call them, that's not a collector's item, and it's not necessarily a instrument for the best ukulele players in the world. It's really meant for those people who really want to move up in the world. They want a nice sounding instrument, and they want a unique appearance. Mm-hmm. That's my focus, and it still is. People have been asking me for more and more inlay work and more exotic things, and those things are nice, but they don't improve the sound of the instruments. They just improve the appearance of the instruments sometimes, and it increase the cost substantially. And I like to tell people that, this instrument is meant to be played, not hung on the wall. I mean, there are instruments out there that are so expensive and so exotic, they can't be played. They have to be stored, or there are collectors that want to collect and think that maybe they're going to make a profit off the instrument if they keep it for 10 or 12 years. Yeah. So I'm kind of pulling my horns back in, and so I just want people to play them.
Right.
I want a nice sounding instrument. I want a full sounding instrument. I think I've got that. On that note, all builders have their sound. They have developed their bracing patterns that they are comfortable with and makes the right sound to their ears. And I have as well. So in the category of second to third tier instruments and that sort of thing, we all have our sounds, and I think we all have our place in the custom instrument business.
Sure.
And every instrument's a new instrument, so every instrument's an opportunity to try something new. And that's what I like about building the most, is you can say, maybe I can improve the sound a little bit. Maybe I can make it sound bigger, or maybe I want a little sharper sound, or a better attack, or different type of intonation and that sort of thing. You have that opportunity every single time you do this. If I had my druthers, I think I would just control the number of the designs of instruments to what I have now, which is a concert. I have a concert-sized pineapple. I have actually 3 different tenor models, but 2 would be suffice. 4 if you want to include my tenor pineapple, and then baritone. That's it.
Ooh.
So my this is a baritone. My newest size of instrument I'm kind of intrigued with is this, which is a little bit bigger. I don't know if, I have a standard concert up here, our standard tenor, which is a little bit bigger than the standard tenor, you can see. So the volume is increased as we go up in the instruments. I kind of like this instrument right now. That's what I'm trying to build for myself. But the ones that I have built have had a bit more volume. They're a little bit more complex in sound. They have a little bit deeper voice and definitely more sustain. And since I play fingerstyle, not a heavy strummer, I kind of like that in an instrument. And that's another thing. That's the instrument that I build for fingerstyle ukulele. You can get in touch with me through my website, which is www.kimoukulele.com. And it's really easy to just drop me an email. My telephone number is 760-585-6352, and a call or text to that number works just fine as well.
Wonderful.
Or if you want to listen to an instrument, I strongly suggest that you, if you can, go to Hale Ukulele and play the various instruments down there so that you can get a feel for what my instruments sound like compared to comparable instruments in the shop. And then you can understand. And I tell people is, well, you go in there and you shop with your eyes first, whatever appeals to your eyes.
Right.
Okay. Then you pick it up. Does it feel right in your hands? And you'll know immediately if it feels right, the balance is right. And then when you strum it, then that's kind of seals the deal. Because I surely have had a lot of people come in and say, oh, I want something with this, or I want something with that. And I have an instrument with those particular things in there, and they may play 4 or 5 or more instruments.
Right.
And I strongly urge that everybody they should test the instruments out as opposed to buying cold. Very nice. Okay, there's your ukulele.
Thank you, Hank. It was a pleasure to meet you.
Thank you. It was a pleasure to meet you.
Folks, give Hank a shout. Actually, go to Hale Ukulele and play this amazing instrument. And then you will know.
What's up? Listen local. Jules. Jumping around with Jules. Episode, I think this is the 3rd one. Where are we going today? Darren Sater from The Rough.
Tucson, Arizona. We're coming for ya. Playing with some good bands tonight.
So for y'all who aren't hip on the social, I joined a band called The Rough, and we're playing our 2nd show at the Sky Bar in Tucson, Arizona. And if I could bring one tip right now on the road to Arizona, what would it be, Darren?
Air conditioning.
What did you say the day when you first saw me? Eyes all on me. Sounds good, but I could have done it better, man. Well, I'm the one that made a feast of my feeders, and you wanna say I'm hungry, getting sloppy, lies all on me, but you stand up short when you're older tall, and this is my reason, 'cause I've said it before that I won't take any more than I want to. No, not from now. So let's settle the score, 'cause I won't do this anymore.
Pyrotechnica is rocking the house here at the Sky Bar. This bar is dope. It's big inside, right? Am I right? They've got, check this out, this is cool. They've got telescopes. So sometimes in the summer, they have astronomy night, and they go and look at the stars. It's pretty awesome, and it's pretty clear out here in Tucson. Woo! Here's the downtown too, it's pretty cool. Nice little scene. Anyways, oh, I'm gonna get out of here, sorry. Sky Bar, great place. Can't wait to play here. Yay! What's up, guys? We just played. Awesome in there. My favorite part was, of course, playing. But also out here, she just left. We had an awesome astronomer where we were looking at stars. Great aspect to the bar. Honestly, this is probably the most fun I've had in Arizona in a long time. So that's my bar rating. This has been Jumping Around with Jules Town. For now, peace.
Dudes, we're playing the Casbah, July 18th. What? CalAmity, Casbah.
Awesome.
Along with Ever Forward Louisiana.
And Rose's Cantina.
And it's a Tim Piles show. You know Tim Piles.
He's really cute.
He's so rad. He let us on his radio show. He's wonderful. Thank you, Tim Piles.
Thank you, Tim Piles.
So, Ever Forward Louisiana, CalAmity, Rose's Cantina, the Casbah, July 18th. $6 tickets. What?
An option or two. Telling you, dude, I got a new attitude. And any troubles I had, left them hanging in the hall. I got love on my mind, walking downtown by the river, with a place in my heart positively filled with you.
Wow. So Cathryn just let me listen to the new David Beldock record. So the whole album is really great. It's a lot bluesier than his old stuff. It's good.
Get Dave Beldock's new CD, A View From There, if you know it's good for you.
No way to take me, no way to bring me down now.
This title to this CD was the brilliant idea of my trombone player, longtime music colleague, April West. And I was trying to figure out what to call something that was going to be kind of a retrospective, but included music from this year and also. So she decided, she thought it was good to, because I wear all these rings, that I should call it Jim. It was her idea, Jim's.
Perfect.
Yeah, so it was.
And volume 1, that means there's going to be a volume 2.
Well, I do have volume 2 and 3 picked out.
Okay.
We'll see how this goes, you know.
So it's a best of.
It's not exactly. It's because other people might pick out different things, you know, but it's more like interesting things that I found interesting with all kinds of different people, because I've recorded with people other than my own groups. And so it's more things of interest.
And 20 songs. How did you select those 20 as a collection? Was there some cohesiveness to those 20 songs, or sort of a certain era, or?
No, I started from 1980.
Okay.
And I've been in so many different groups and recorded all this time.
Yeah.
And other people have hired me, you know, so I just kind of tried to make it interesting, you know.
It looks like it's your 13th release. Is that correct?
Something like that, yeah.
That's incredible.
I know. I don't know how that happened. I guess I got in the habit of doing it. And we used to, well, when I was with Tobacco Road, it was a band that we used to play up here in North County all the time. It was easy to record, you know. I mean, we were recording onto cassettes. And it just was much cheaper, and we pretty much recorded one time through all the time. I mean, you know, we didn't do all this recording,
tracking,
yeah.
Have you done that though? And have you always just done self-released, or have you worked with?
No,
producers?
I worked with Candy Cane, you know,
sure,
and record producers and big time, you know.
Your Thunderbird sessions are so cool.
Oh, thank you.
I was fortunate enough to visit. I was on Laura's show, that Happening show, and what a fun experience, first of all, to go there and be interviewed. But yeah, that studio is magical.
It is, and the vibe was really different from anything else. And plus, I ended up making videos from the because we did it as a party. We recorded it, and I had certain people
watching the video. You feel like you're at the party.
Yeah,
you really
exactly.
do. Your website is super fun. When you visit it, there's a lot going on. There's a lot.
Thank
to see.
you for looking at it. I have fun with it.
Pictures. I like all your picture collages. I can get lost in that. But yeah, the Thunderbird session videos were fantastic. I highly recommend everyone go check those out because that was fun. Let's talk about the release. It's July 3rd. Tio Leo's. A Wicked Harem production, which we love Rosalia so much. So walk us through, what can we expect?
Well, it's going to be a little bit different than most things I do. It's 3 bands are going to be entertaining. And because of this album being sort of from 1980 through this year, 2018, the oldest recording on the album is one I did with a rock band I was in called Ms. Behavin', which was a sign of the times. It was a kind of a late 70s band.
Sure.
And just before we broke up, we did a little 45. And one of them is on this particular album. And so I wanted to have some kind of something that reminds me of that era and that time.
Yeah.
And a friend of mine for years and years was in a rock band, or kind of more towards that side of things. Her name's Lori Corey.
Okay.
And she wanted me to do, she wanted me to let her open for me sometime with her friend that I know is a friend of yours too, Garrison Bailey.
Yes.
So they're going to do, with another bass player too, they're going to do, open the show for us.
Cool. And
it just was harking back to those days, this is kind of loose association.
Yeah.
So then, and because Tobacco Road was more of a 20s, 30s kind of swing jazz band, and so I'm having Zimzi Quartet, which is one of my favorite groups.
So cool.
I'm really interested in swing bands, Hawaiian swing, gypsy jazz swing, Western swing, all kinds of stuff. And so anyway, I love that band. So they're gonna be the middle band, and then my 8-piece band with a lot of special guests will be blowing it out.
Fantastic. And how do the tickets, you can get tickets ahead of time? That would probably be wise to do.
I don't know. I think it's just at the door.
Okay.
Probably. That's the way Tio Leo's.
It is. You're right. But you got to get there early then.
Yeah. Well, I don't know. Yeah, that would be a good idea.
Absolutely. Start time?
7:30.
Okay. And do you know what the cover is at the door?
10.
Okay. Super. And then you'll be selling the CD that night?
Yeah, for a very, very reasonable price.
Okay. And then, of course, folks can go and... is it online now?
It's almost online.
Okay.
It's almost on CD Baby. You can get them at any of my shows. And also, I have... my friend has an antique space over in Carlsbad, the Antique Mall.
Cool.
And you can get them there, too.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
I did see that, Space 144.
Yes.
I think I've been to that mall,
yes.
too.
My friend Julie.
Wonderful.
Julie Webb. Yeah. So the album, it consists of 20 songs that I recorded through from 1980 to 2018. And the new one on it is one that I really wanted to do because it was a tune that Candy Kane and Laura Chavez, her guitar player for the last 8 years, wrote together. And Candy only played it like twice out live because she said it was too sad, too emotional for her.
Yeah.
And it's just this gorgeous, gorgeous tune called Don't Cry For Me, New Jersey.
Yeah.
And I really wanted to record it just because I liked it so much. She has so many, she was so prolific of a songwriter, and most of which she didn't play out. And Laura, that's one project Laura and I are mulling around now because we want to get other people to record her things.
Yeah, that'd be fantastic.
Yeah. So anyway, this was the first one.
And where did you record that?
At the Thunderbird.
Okay.
And also, it's with my band, with Laura Chavez on guitar and Sharifa singing the lead. And it's
She's
awesome.
amazing.
It makes me almost cry every time I hear it. It's
Yeah.
just Candy would be very happy.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
And so that is a new song that your fans had not heard before this
Right.
release. Fantastic. And will you do that with your other volumes that you release? Maybe give a new nugget as well?
Probably.
Good.
I mean, like, just to say I'm continuing, it's
Yeah.
just, I have these things. The other ones I have in mind are some things that didn't get released, like candy cane things and
Mhm.
stuff.
Let's talk about style. Fashion. Because
Yes.
you got it going on. And I just wondered, where that came from. Did someone inspire you when you were younger? Or why do you always look so good?
Well, thank you. That's very sweet of you. I wasn't known for my style, and I look at these old pictures and think, oh my God, what was I doing? I'm pretty sure, well, I had an aunt that lived with us till I was 15 or so. She was like perfect 50s, perfect. I've kind of gone through all of her jewelry now.
Nice, yeah.
But my mother was not into it at all, so her older sister would fix her up when she needed to.
Gotcha.
But I was more like my mother. But I did observe it for all those years. And then the thing that really changed was playing with candy cane. And I struggled, you're familiar with Candy.
Of course.
Yeah. I struggled with trying to figure out how to compliment her.
Mm-hmm.
And
yeah, because talk about style.
Yeah, and to add to the act and make
Sure.
it better. And I was thinking, well, I could look real super butch, which I'm not that good at that. But I'm also not that good at looking really glamorous, and even though you may not think that, but it's true. But I wasn't good with makeup and all that kind of thing. But one day. But I was still trying to figure it out, and I thought maybe I should look real super vintage, because she was into the rockabilly thing and all that. Anyway, so one day I had this little gig, and it happened to be in the afternoon before Candy and the band opened for Etta James at the Belly Up, and that was our first time doing it, which she did it
many times
5 or
after,
6,
yeah.
But so I went to this gig, and it was with this woman named Ainsley, and she was doing her master's thesis on performance art at UCSD.
Mm-hmm.
And so she wanted me to wear this beehive and 50s outfit with 3-inch heels and the whole thing.
Yeah.
And I had to sit and play I've Gotta Be Me for like an hour. On and on and on, while she came out from under a bunch of balloons, and
nice.
It was hysterical. Anyway, I said to Candy, just because we're doing this show that's a little bit different, maybe I'll just wear this outfit for fun.
Yeah.
And so the minute I walked out on stage, it was like I had to wear that thing for the next 10 years.
Yeah.
Every gig. The people went nuts, and it's like they all knew me.
Right.
And
isn't that something?
It's just me.
I love it.
It brought out things in me too, because I got cleavage and big hair does something weird to everybody, And so I got into another personality and everything, and it wasn't like being perfectly glamorous. I didn't have to, because I was having a lot of eye problems then, and so I wore my shades all the time.
Right.
And so I didn't have to worry about eye makeup.
Sure, yeah.
And all I had to do was stick the wig on, make sure the wig was fixed.
Right.
Earrings and lipstick, red lipstick.
Yep.
Anyway, I used to wear a lot of,
bangles.
Yeah. And now I just wear the rings. But and that's all I really had to do, But I could wear off the wall stupid things, because Candy was off the wall.
Yep.
And huge in every single way you can think of. So anyway,
fun.
It was that was fun. And I learned from Candy, she really brings out the performance in you.
Yeah.
Almost everybody would say that, you know, like you have it in you, but you don't. Like when I quit and came back home, and I didn't want to be on the road anymore and came back and, you know, just play around town most of the time. I had to really lower my, because it was inappropriate. You know, it was just like, I don't need to do.
Bring the energy down a little bit. Yeah.
Gotcha.
Gotcha. That's awesome. So let's talk about your Encinitas show. You're playing at the Elks Lodge, July 13th. And tell us about that.
Well, it's practically the only time I play in North County.
Yeah.
So I'm happy to have that because I have lots of friends and people that like to swing dance that don't like to drive all the way down to San Diego. So
Sure.
it's really fun. And, you know, it brings back a lot of memories because I played at the Belly Up happy hour for like about 5 years with my band Tobacco Road, and then with Candy and for a long time.
Mhm.
And, you know.
So you have fans up here for sure.
Yeah. It's very sweet. You
What time do you play there?
7 to a little after 10.
Okay. And is there a cover? Or?
Yeah, they have some kind of cover. I forget.
Okay.
What it is. It's around 10, I think. Unless you're a member.
So what is your opinion of the San Diego music scene then and now? And what second question, what advice would you give to up and coming artists who are in that scene trying to do their thing?
Yeah. Well, I would say the music business it's hard to figure out right now, and I don't know anyone that has an answer, especially when you're not on the national or huge, you know, have a big giant record company behind you. Those of us that can make a living, but you know, trying to figure it out. I lived on private parties, and I didn't do club gigs all the time, and now that's all that's available practically. I mean, it's picking up a little bit, but so that way of being, even making CDs is nobody is really buying them so much anymore. But I wasn't sure how to get airplay unless I had a product of some kind.
Yeah.
So, and so anyway, it's kind of hard to figure out what to do to keep your name out there. I would say if you want to play music, you should play music, and you'll find something. And I know younger people are more hip to what digital kind of things you could do than I am, but so maybe that's the route to go. But you know, I used to get $7 from CD Baby, for example, for albums, and now I get 7 cents if I'm lucky for downloads.
Right.
So you know, you can't make much money. And at the recession, when the recession hit, like 2010 or so, it really reflected on the music business for me, because I had done private parties so
So those
much.
corporate events stopped for the most part.
Yeah, and I'm sure they picked up for people that do top 40 maybe and stuff like that, but it's still a struggle. And so it makes it hard for people, because a lot of musicians have to have day jobs, and so they're undercutting those of us that don't want to do that because they just want to play. And I understand all that. We'll have to figure it out. So
I love it.
I'm optimistic. People will suddenly realize they're missing something, because there's nothing like live music.
Right.
So
true that. So who did the artwork? This is fantastic.
Isn't it? Oh my God, I love it. It's a painting. You know, my friend Julie Warren, she's been my longtime graphic designer for years and years, and all my albums from Tobacco Road too. I mean, you know, over the years, and she did a lot of wonderful artwork when I was with Candy too. I've got a lot of cool pictures that she did with the beehive and everything.
Yeah.
And anyway, she painted that, so we don't have to worry about royalties or anything. You know?
And you have this painting?
Yes.
Oh, it's fantastic.
Oh, it's gorgeous.
Beautiful.
The purple is just stands
looks-
out.
Yeah.
Yeah. And she does all the design and the graphics, and we sort of do it together.
Mm-hmm. Fantastic. Well, congratulations, Jim's Volume 1 CD release happening July 3rd, Tio Leo's. And of course, your website, SuePalmer.com.
That's right.
And as I said, it's a great website. You can have a lot of fun and hear a lot and see a lot and learn a lot about you. So that's wonderful. So thank you, Sue. Anything else you want to tell everyone?
Thank you so much for having me up here. It's a beautiful space. And watch the video, everybody.
It's not just love, I know you. I have always been you. I know you. And I have known you forever. Been your anchor, been your tether. I know you, and it's not just love.
Welcome to the beauty tips portion of the show, July version. July is a really important time. We all want to look beautiful in the summer, and beauty is kind of hit and miss. Once upon a time you could go to the beauty counter and get all kinds of different samples. I really used to enjoy that. I try all kinds of different things, and then one time, oh God, I found this thing. My skin looked so fantastic, and I looked at the bottle. Foot cream. Part of being beautiful is being honest about how you feel. Sometimes you gotta cry, and don't be afraid. Don't be afraid of how you look. Don't be afraid to be beautiful and express yourself inside. Let it out. Don't keep it in.
Hey, thanks for watching the show. We know that it's a low budget show and it's actually kind of crappy. So we just hope you watch it and enjoy the people that we introduce you to each week. There's a lot going on.
And I travel a lot.
Eventually, Kristen Cusato will add an air of legitimacy to our journalism. But until such time, we just want to say thank you for watching. If you want your information to be shared on the Listen Local show, July 25th is the deadline for the August show. So let us know what you have going on. Maybe you want to come down to the ranch and play us some songs.
The ranch. The ranch.
Whatever. Maybe you want to.
Bring some ranch dressing.
We'll see you. Bye.
Bye.
It's a Listen Local radio show, playing songs from San Diego. Rock and roll, pop and soul, and jazz, even the blues, country rap and acoustic too. It's the Listen Local radio show here in San Diego. ListenLocalRadio.com. 24/7 you can turn us on. Listen to it now, come on.